Right now, AI can write your emails, code your software, and beat you at chess, but it still can't truly work alongside you the way a great teammate does. That gap? That's what the Capgemini CEO was actually talking about when he said AI and humans don't have chemistry yet. And honestly, it's way more interesting than it sounds. So here's the thing. When we talk about AI and humans working together, most people imagine something like Iron Man and Jarvis, seamless, intuitive, almost magical. You think something, the AI knows what you need, and boom, it's done. But that's not how it works in real offices, real teams, real life. And that's not really a failure of AI. It's more about what chemistry actually means when you're talking about collaboration. Let me break down what the Capgemini CEO and other tech experts are actually getting at. Chemistry between humans isn't just about being in the same room. Real chemistry is when two people, or, in this case, two types of intelligence, human and artificial, understand each other's strengths, weaknesses, pace, and style. It's when there's trust. It's when you can anticipate what the other person needs before they ask. It's when you work so well together that the output is better than what either of you could do alone. Right now, AI is more like a really smart tool than a true collaborator. Think about it. When you use ChatGPT or Claude or any large language model, you have to be the one asking the right questions. You have to know what you want. You have to interpret the output. You have to decide if it's actually good or if it's confidently wrong. That's not chemistry. That's you doing most of the thinking and the AI doing most of the typing. Here's a concrete example. Let's say you're a marketing manager working with a human colleague who knows your brand inside and out. They understand your goals, they know your audience, they can read the room, and they'll push back on your ideas if they think you're making a mistake. They'll also surprise you with insights you never considered. That person has context. They have judgment. They have skin in the game. Now compare that to working with an AI. You ask it to write a marketing campaign. It gives you something. It's probably pretty good, but it doesn't know if your CEO will hate it. It doesn't know that your last 3 campaigns in this space failed. It doesn't know that your competitor just launched something similar. It won't tell you it thinks your strategy is flawed. It just gives you what you asked for, and if you asked for the wrong thing, well, you get the wrong answer, just a really polished one. That's the chemistry gap. It's not about AI being stupid. It's about AI lacking context, judgment, and the ability to truly collaborate as an equal partner. And here's the kicker. It's not even clear if that's something we can solve just by making AI smarter. The Capgemini CEO was pointing out something that a lot of business leaders are starting to realize. They've invested billions in AI. They've got the tools, but the actual productivity gains? They're smaller than expected. Why? Because without true collaboration chemistry, you're not getting the multiplier effect. You're just getting a faster tool. And that's useful, sure, but it's not transformative. So what would real chemistry look like? Let me paint a picture. Imagine an AI that understands your industry, your company's history, your personal work style, and your actual goals. An AI that can say, hey, I know you want to do X, but based on everything I know about your situation, I think Y would actually work better. Here's why. An AI that learns from feedback. An AI that knows when to speak up and when to just execute. An AI that builds trust over time because it's proven itself to be reliable, honest about its limitations, and genuinely invested in your success. That's not just a smarter chatbot. That's a different kind of relationship entirely. And we're not there yet. Not even close. There are a few reasons why. First, context is hard. Real understanding requires knowing tons of specific information about you, your work, your goals, your constraints. AI systems today are pretty general. They're trained on broad data, and while they can be fine-tuned, they don't develop the deep, nuanced understanding that comes from actually working with someone over time. Second, judgment is even harder. Knowing the right answer is one thing. Knowing when it matters, when to compromise, when to take a risk, when to play it safe, that requires wisdom, and wisdom is something AI doesn't have yet. It can simulate reasoning, but it's not the same as actually having conviction about something based on lived experience. Third, there's the trust problem. Even if an AI could theoretically do all of this, would you trust it? Would you feel comfortable letting it make decisions without oversight? Would you believe it was actually on your team, or would you always be waiting for it to mess up? Trust isn't just logical. It's emotional. And right now, most people don't feel that emotional trust with AI. They feel useful. They feel impressed sometimes. but they don't feel like they're on the same team. There's also something about accountability and stakes. When a human colleague makes a mistake, you can talk to them. They can learn. They can apologize. They have a reputation to maintain. With AI, there's no real accountability. It doesn't care if it let you down. It won't feel bad. It can't grow from the experience in the way humans do. That absence of stakes makes it hard to build the kind of trust that creates real chemistry. Now, does this mean AI and humans will never have chemistry? I don't think so. But it probably means we need to think about this differently. It's not just about making AI smarter. It might be about designing AI systems that are more transparent about their limitations. It's about building tools that learn from specific teams and contexts, not just broad training data. It's about creating feedback loops where AI can actually improve based on how it's being used. And it's about being honest about what AI is good at and what humans are good at, then building workflows around that reality. The companies that are going to win with AI in the next few years aren't the ones that try to replace humans with smarter algorithms. They're the ones that figure out how to build real collaboration. They're the ones that use AI to handle the stuff that AI is actually great at: processing information, finding patterns, generating options, and keep humans in charge of the stuff that requires judgment, context, and real accountability. So when the Capgemini CEO says AI and humans don't have chemistry yet, he's not being pessimistic. He's being realistic. And honestly, I think it's a pretty important reminder. AI is a tool, a really powerful, really sophisticated tool. But tools don't have chemistry with people. Partners do. And we're still figuring out how to build that. The good news? We're aware of the problem. We're thinking about it. And the next generation of AI collaboration might actually be designed with this in mind from the start. So if you found this useful, hit that subscribe button. We break down stuff like this every week. The real story behind the AI headlines, what experts actually mean, and what it means for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.